The long-awaited wiring looms, the adapter looms, have arrived back from the loom manufacturer, because Thomas is no longer making them. They have literally, he made the prototype and then they've gone to a professional wiring loom manufacturer, does motorsport looms and so on, and they've been made, and now they've come back to us for final bench testing, which is part of the reason we have this vehicle.
Yeah, so this coming out of the engine, actually show them the process over there. The new wiring loom arrives. I plug it in the same way anyone would, but besides a couple of things. So we have the labels, brown plug, because the colors don't match.
Yeah.
And say where they are. Brown plug goes to the brown. This is actually untested wiring, so this is live. This is orange, because it says orange. Around. This is white. This is white. Black, this is obviously self-explanatory. This goes in. This, where is it? There you go. This goes here. Be dark here, but light.
No, it's fine. You've already got the instructional video.
Yeah.
This is literally just to show
them
people
what we do, so
exactly how you're testing it.
every wiring loom goes through this process. We connect to the OBD as well, because we want full communication. Wiring loom without the communication on the OBD is not good, so we got to make sure that's there. This is earth, other stuff as well. One of them is are not insulated yet, so they look a bit messy, but they're not once they're actually.
This is why they're here. They've come back from the manufacturer. We're going to bench test them, and once Thomas has given them approval, they go back to the manufacturer to be fully wrapped and insulated, and then they're ready to come back to us and then go to you guys.
Yep.
So
now we're connecting the battery, connecting the alternator, because we're checking the charge as well. So the charge, a bit wonky, but it's still there. Connect it all. Then it doesn't start.
yeah, you'll know when it's not connected because it won't work.
So we have the OBD connection already, because that goes in.
OBD fires up.
Fuel pump.
Good times.
This was the engine light on, so it means the oil pressure gauge works, it's connected. Everything works. Check for the charge. 14.3 means the charging system is working. We can take it off.
Yep.
And every single wiring loom goes through the same process. So this is obviously to test before wrapping them up, if it is connected, but also is a peace of mind that if when we send them out, you know, we know they came out of a working engine.
Yeah.
Which you can claim is a second-hand wiring loom, because it has been on the engine,
Yeah.
but this is just a test bench. You
Yeah.
know? If this is for the peace of mind of the customer as well, because if you put this wiring loom on your car and if something doesn't work, the wiring loom, the adapter, is already excluded. This is not text me, are you sure? Yes.
Yeah.
If you wasn't sure, this will never be wrapped, this will never be finished. It goes on the same engine, on the same car, you have it, tested, is working. If it's not working, it goes back to the manufacturer. So far, they've all been good.
Yeah.
But you never know.
You never know. It's nice to have proof, basically. So then,
because you're gonna have 1,000 wiring looms. I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't be mad if one of them, maybe one connection isn't right or whatever. However, these are tested at the manufacturer for the continuity and the right positions. So these have been already tested. I'm just very, alright.
we're double testing them.
Double tested.
We're real life testing them on an actual MR2 with a 180T fitted.
I'm the manufacturer's customer. You're my customers, and I have to make sure these are okay.
Yeah.
Bit of a longer process, bit more work, but peace of mind for everyone.
Yeah.
If someone calls me, your wiring adapter doesn't work, it works.
Yeah. Exactly.
And again, if something doesn't work on your car, you know it's not a wiring adapter, you fuck something up. You do something wrong.
Especially when, you know, these are going all over the world. They're going, you know, these looms, even ones that are already paid for, never mind people to buy them in the future, they go into Norway, they go into the USA, you know, you don't want to be posting things back.
No.
So you want things to work first time.
We don't want no problems.
No, so we are literally testing them in a complete 180 swapped MR2. Wow, the business half. So, yeah. Coming soon, very, very soon. Yeah, I think that covers it, to be honest. I mean, we know the process has taken longer than expected, but the result is better than the original.
Faster, but the result wouldn't be as
Yeah,
good
exactly.
and that's solid, you know. I'd rather take longer, which for some of the customers, we apologize, we're sending some small gifts to appreciate it. Obviously, they were waiting. No one was mourning about. One customer was waiting for, how long you say?
Oh, the original customer, the very, yeah, this is funny actually. The very first customer was end of October.
Yeah,
that was before we'd even thought about doing it.
Yes.
It was literally, he wanted a normal loom, you know, the adapted loom. And we said to him, look, that was just when you were stopping doing them. And you said, no, but if you can wait a little bit, we're making a adapted loom.
Bit.
And it turns out more than a little bit.
But he never ever moaned about it. Never said anything about it. So on this side, I appreciate. So we had the wiring loom much cheaper, turns out.
Yeah, far cheaper.
Much cheaper, plus additional stuff, no charge, just for our side to appreciate, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, the understanding.
Yeah.
But now from on, I think roughly from March, as we're planning everything should be very, very quick. And if we by any chance run out of stock, we're gonna know exactly when the stock is gonna arrive, the new one. So if you say, okay, I want to buy this, is it in stock? Yes, great. No, it's gonna be in next week. So by that date, we can send it to you. So there's no more unknown delays.
Yeah, there's no more questions, because the questions was the development.
Yeah.
It wasn't the building.
Yeah.
But now we've got, these are built off-site professionally and then tested here, and the quality is literally top-notch. I mean, you cannot...
Essentially, they're going to be tested at their facilities, because we're going to do like a bench test specifically for these. So it's going to be much easier than putting them on a test engine. We will not have to do it. But that's another thing I have to spend time and money to, you know, time.
Make,
especially now is we don't have it. But so they're going to be arriving even quicker. And then we have more plans for the wiring looms. Should we say it? Or should we not? Wait. No, we do it anyway. Yeah. We decided.
Yeah, we will do it. Yeah.
All right. So, hey, so far everything we say we're gonna do it, we've done it, and we've done extra. So there's no bullshit. If we decide we're doing something, it's because we thought about it, we planned it, and we know we want to do it. So not everyone buys the donor car, the whole car. Some people just buy the engine. In that case, not always you have the wiring loom on the engine. Also, these wiring looms, they change. For example, if you have yourself an engine for a Passat, or that wiring loom cannot be used.
Yeah, longitudinal does not work at all.
Cannot be used. Some engines are older.
Yeah, early ones aren't the same, because even obviously non-drive-by-wire is different. Yeah. But even early drive-by-wire, like what Andrew had, is like no wideband and stuff. So
exactly that.
Yeah.
There's a position of the sensors. For example, you have the plenums, which they're facing both ways, with the plenum facing towards the gearbox. Not all the wiring looms. They have the sensors in the right position. Minor adjustments, anyone can do it. It's very simple, but still. So what we're going to do, we're planning on making the whole race style entire wiring loom for the 1.8 20 valve to plug directly into this. So there'll be no adapting wiring looms. It's a specific adapting wiring loom to that engine, to this ECU, with additional stuff. So for example, if you want to use the car for racing, or you want to get aftermarket ECU, well, we say Ignitron because it's been developed specifically for 1.8. Is one of the best. So we're gonna do everything is going to be for that. So you have additional sensors, they're already going to be wired in. You either use it or don't use it, doesn't matter. You can use the same wiring loom on the race engine, on the standard engine, standard ECU, on aftermarket ECU. I think that's going to be good.
Yeah.
And we're thinking on kind of adapting that, or have the option to run as a universal wiring loom, because a lot of people were asking, can you do a universal wiring for the 1.8, because I'm using 1.8 by a different car. And I think that could be
it's a possibility too, yeah.
Because then you don't have to buy, because this wiring loom is about 200-300 quid.
Yeah, well that's the thing, see, to buy a good second-hand loom, 150 minimum, sometimes a bit more, so it's
sometimes you prefer to pay a little bit more for something fresh.
yeah, exactly, I know, that's the thing. Yeah. It's up to the customer. These looms, you know, we use them because they're good, but when you're spending, you know, you're building a real big build, it's nice to have a nice fresh loom. I think even I'm quite a money saver, and I think I would do it just because it's nice to have it. The main reason you don't normally is because normally if you're building a whole new custom loom for your car, it's incredible, you know, it's out the budget of most people. But this, while it won't be as cheap as an adapter loom, it's going to be much more affordable because it's for a specific application.
Development we're going to mass produce is not going to be
it's not a one-off. So
standard Volkswagen wiring looms, quality on the Volkswagen stuff is not bad. It's quite decent. Yeah. Even through the years, they survive quite.
Yeah, I was going to say old looms don't seem to have much issue with these.
How you use the car, you know, and it's been through hands. People cut them off, missing.
Yeah, that's the big problem.
Also, although the standard wiring loom it has much more extra stuff that we're not using, you can cut off. Some of this, like this part, for example, you kind of have to wind it around it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not specific for an MR2. So
not a problem. It doesn't take much space, but it's not as neat as a specifically designed wiring loom, which the legs are correct. It fits in everything beautifully. So, yeah. Next, that's what we got.
Yeah, I think some people's going to want that. I mean, you can't go wrong either way, but because it's not like some cars where old wiring looms are useless, but there's still it's not a patch on a brand new loom. No, you know,
I'm not going to run exactly the same.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to wait for it because
we're
doing the 20 bar first. I'll make it the easy option. You have your wiring, you have everything, and plug it in. This is cheap. Adapter, plug it in, off you go. And then you have premium option.
It's a premium option, yeah, but not at a premium price, because if it's a custom one-off loom, you know what that costs. That's couple of £1,000.
I think we have to specify one thing, right? Okay. So your plugs just already when missing. Which is the Toyota.
Yeah.
These arrived from Japan.
Straight from Japan.
Not all of the plugs are. These are, for example, Volkswagen stuff. Not all of the plugs are completely genuine, but we check them. If they're not genuine but good quality, we use them. Some of the plugs we have to use the genuine ones. These not being expensive doesn't mean that the stuff is not premium. This is still good stuff. This is
top quality, you know.
Wires are good, the plugs are good. Right, so if they excuse and explain on the thing. So this is the wiring adapter. Volkswagen, the way the Volkswagen did the wiring looms is the engine has two parts and the adapter covers everything. The throttle pedal has its own. It's actually broken. Leave it on. His own wiring loom. This goes to the body and plugs and everything. So this one, all you have to do is to make it longer. You chop it, make it longer. But you have to be careful how you adapt it, because you don't want to add resistance to the wires because it's a TPS sensor. When you have your wiring looms or your engine donor, usually when you have these from the breakers, they just cut them off because they don't know, because this is kind of entangled inside the body wiring. Most cases, people don't have this with the donor car, so they have to buy them on eBay. You have to get them from the breakers. Breakers don't usually have them because, again, usually they cut them off.
Because nobody needs them.
Nobody needs them. No. But if you do need it, it's kind of a problem sometimes. It's a problem to find it. If they find them, it's expensive. Blah 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 blah. If you have it, you have to extend it. So I say, you know what? Maybe we should offer to make these. There you go. I'll open one up. brand new, already with the length that it has to be there. Instead of buying a second-hand one from the breakers, if you fancy, if you want to buy it from us. And this is the exact length, obviously, to go from the back of the car to for the pedal. Brand new wires, brand new plugs. Nothing has been recycled.
No issues with, you know,
yeah.
voltage issues or anything that might cause
But again,
problems.
this being optional, because again, some people have it, they want to save money, they want to use their own, you know. Some people just, again, different options.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want to do, extend it, whatever. If you're not fancy extending it, if you have it, great. If you don't, that's an option. Because there may be confusion, people saying, is it part of the wiring loom? No, Volkswagen, on the Volkswagen side, is not part of the engine wiring loom, hence it's not part of the engine loom. Another thing, this one here, it's very simple, but good quality wires. Now these can be usually, they are bigger, but these being silicone and a different wire inside, they carry more current inside, so we can use thinner ones. In this case, it's a smaller one because again, on this engine we don't care. That's too small to obviously to be usable. It's slightly bigger like this. But these go from the starter motor, for the alternator to the starter motor, from the starter motor to the fuse box on the top there. The correct lengths and the correct fittings. We didn't supply them before. There is no need because you can use either Toyota wiring bits or the Volkswagen ones. The Toyota ones fits the car, doesn't fit the engine. The Volkswagen one fits the engine, doesn't fit the car. With small modifications, both of them can work in this swap. But
neater and easier, yeah.
Again, it's an option. Yeah. You can play with it. You can do it as you know. Everyone's been done so far.
You know what?
We just put one of these.
You know what as well? Why that's partly important is because you think there's been quite a few swaps where people have done it, got right to the end, and have been like, I've got no alternator, or or my starter doesn't work. Why is that? And it's like, because you've not actually connected that wire. I've done it myself once when I've last built my one. Mine ran, and I was like, Thomas, my alternator's not working. He's like, have you got the power line connected? It's like, oh yeah. So having this just makes it easier.
Everything complete.
Yeah.
Now, there's one thing to say. It was a great idea, I think, and I still believe it, to make everything so simple that it's literally plugged in. I think this is the most comprehensive swap kit you have on the market. Not only comprehensive, but easy.
Easy, yeah.
Because there are a lot of, you know, again, going back to the kit when you first I've done. You buy yourself engine mounts, turns out one is missing. You haven't sent that? No, you have to buy it separately. Again, in my opinion, it's stupid. It's just my opinion. I don't want to argue with the internet. It's stupid. So no, engine mounts are simple. They're all there. Lifetime. They're never gonna get rusty. Fit them on, and everything is exactly the same. Electric side, again, very simple. No additional gizmos to make the dash work. Everything works like a factory, and everything is exactly the same. All the parts we've done, the charge cooler, the intake, and everything. Very simple. The downside of the fact that anyone can do it, even if you're not mechanically minded, that is the actual downside. You can do it even if you're not mechanically minded. So sometimes you have questions like, which way to turn this bolt? At that point, you'll be like, well, if you don't know how to do this simple thing, are you sure you want to assemble the car and use it on the road? Because bear in mind, this is simple, but it should still be checked by someone who is mechanically minded to make sure this is safe to go on the road. You know, it's a thing.
It's true, but yeah, it's. I think it's a case of know your limits. You know what I mean? It makes, because the thing is, you know, a lot of swaps. You know. Yeah,
but you've seen how many. I'm not the one to say because these are customers. Some customers, I would say a little bit maybe cocky with their knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I mean about know your limits. Some people seem to think they know more than they do, and that's why you got to be sure.
Sometimes we have criticism of some parts. Oh, this should be done this way, blah blah. It doesn't fit, and then just literally making the fool out of themselves. You know, it's
Yeah, it's like, no.
if you're not sure, slow down and ask.
Ask if it fits.
We're
Why
here.
can't you fit it?
We're here. Now, we don't have much time, but soon we're planning to finish the installation video of each separate thing. Because the ones on the YouTube that we put, was 5 of them.
4 parts, but very long.
4 parts,
yeah.
but very long, very complicated. Again, it was different setup. Now with this, it's much easier because we have the opening from both sides of the engine, top, bottom, on the sides, and everything. So, for example, this one here, we can show how it works.
That wasn't even on the old video because they didn't exist.
We didn't have it.
No, they didn't exist.
So now we have more updates, we have more parts. And again, you can see from this side how to plug the alternator on, where to put these parts, where to put these parts. So for example, cooling system, you're going to have a video cooling system. Maybe even we'll link it on the website.
Yeah, 100%.
This is the part, this is the video how to install the cooling system, the fuel system, film dedicated just to
I think
the
we
fuel
should,
system.
on every product, as well as the explanation and the price, if we, once we've built it, once we've made it and uploaded it, a video of each how-to, because it makes it easier. And then step by step, because the thing is, with our current installation videos, they are, all we get, or even now, is people going, oh, that video is amazing, that's like so helpful, because obviously most conversions, they don't give you instructions that detailed. But you do get a lot of questions of, but how do you do this? And it's like, and we end up finding that moment in the video to send them, oh, look at, 3 minutes 50, because they are long videos, it's easy to miss stuff.
But it
So
could be done better.
if we could do, we could do step by step and up to date, I think it'd make it even easier.
You could have a list: engine mounts,
Yeah.
cooling system, fuel system, charge cooling system, exhaust, wiring, each separate video. So,
Yeah, I think we'd do that as soon as we've got time. Unfortunately, we're moving units shortly, so time is not our friend.
and we still have a disc.
And we've got a disco light still, and it drives us mad. I've got so used to it, I don't even care, but Thomas, it drives him crazy. So
when I'm welding, it's impulses, like pushing in my eyes. This is, I don't want it. I'm getting mad. Anyways, we've closed the last year very good. Everything is, there's no downside. There's delays being, no more delays.
There won't, after this, there is no more.
Well, from March on.
Because
till end of February we have to move, so that's going to be a bit of a pain ass time.
Yeah, I mean, all current orders will be gone before we move, and then from any new orders, probably it'll be sometime in March once we're settled at the new unit is when they'll all be out the door. But we will, anyone who orders anything new, that we will tell them anyway.
But pretty much all the orders we have now and everyone who's still waiting for them, they are all complete.
Yeah.
Complete, not almost, but complete.
No, they're complete.
They're all just waiting for the wiring looms, and the wiring looms are being checked now. So far, all been faultless.
Yeah.
All good. Happy days. I think that's it, is it?
Yeah, I think that's a lot. Right, we'll see you soon. Ta-ra.